As of Tuesday morning, Harvey has dumped more than 40 inches of rain in parts of southeast Texas. Now, 5 spots in the Houston region have recorded more than 40 inches of rain. 20 spots have recorded more than 3 feet of rain. If you look at how much rain has already fallen over the Texas area, even as far into Dallas-Fort Worth, so far it's been a little bit more than 15 trillion gallons, that's trillion with a T, of rain, and they're expecting by the time this ends, which won't be until late Wednesday, maybe into Thursday, there will be 20 trillion gallons of water falling on the Texas area there, that part of Texas. 20 trillion is such a large number. One way to think of it is it's more than 1 million gallons for every person who lives there. Another way to think about it is if you took every NFL stadium and then every NCAA Division I football stadium, filled them up with rain, you would do that 100 times to get about how much rain has fallen on Houston and the southeast Texas area. So when you have that, almost any system will fail to get rid of it. But Houston's system of drainage and bayous and reservoirs was designed in the Depression area. It is from an era gone by. But this is a system that is just out of date. The development just overwhelmed it. There's not much green space. Other places have a lot of green space and detention ponds. There are fewer detention ponds here than there should be. And then on top of that, geography is just not good for Houston because it's flat. Well, Harvey had everything going for it to be very wet and rainy. The first thing that causes a storm to dump so much water is because it doesn't move, and Harvey hasn't moved much. At times it's been just stationary or moving at 2 or 3 miles an hour. On top of that, you have Harvey grew into an enormous major hurricane, Category 4 hurricane, because just as before it came ashore, it was over extremely warm waters. More than 2 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than normal in the Gulf of Mexico. And then on top of that, it went over this eddy, which is deep warm waters. Now, warm water is a fuel for hurricane. And so it was over this deep warm water that went 300 feet down. So it was like a buffet for the hurricane and just got more powerful.